Alright, what's up, guys? Back with another one. And this is not going to be a retention video. I'm just going to go right off the top of my head. Probably going to fuck up a few times. I don't really give a shit. I just want to spread some knowledge. I want to save some young guys a lot of trouble. This is to the younger age range of men. Talking, 15 to 25. So for all men 15 to 25, if you're not in 15 to 25 age range, you can still use this advice, obviously, if you don't already know this. Hopefully you do. If you're older than 25, hopefully you already know this, but you probably don't still. So listen the fuck up. Alright, so we're going to be talking about the red pill a little bit. I hate the term. It's so overplayed, overused, but yeah. I'm sharing some vital red pill game today. So you got to understand this about women, guys. They're always going to do what's best for them before they do what's going to best fit the relationship. They're going to always do what best fits them. Women are designed to survive and for survival. So they're going to do things that put them in the position to succeed, and it could a lot of the time end up screwing you over. You see a lot of men, they're married and they think they have a quote unquote good girl, but they end up getting cheated on, they end up getting left, and they end up sitting there wondering, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong necessarily. I'll tell you what you did wrong. You got married. I would have used to care about seeming like a dick or not politically correct about this sort of thing, but I don't give a shit anymore these days. So I don't care anymore what people think of my opinions. I'm gonna have them anyway, and people will hate on me either way. So I recommend, guys, don't get married, especially in America. But I just wouldn't recommend getting married at all. We see what happens. The divorce rate is 50%. Women are not faithful. Like, what more proof do you need? I've had a lot of friends, man. I have a friend, right? He's only 25 years old, and he's already on his second marriage. First marriage, his wife cheated on him. Of course, I don't know the full story of all that. Sounds like someone's trying to come outside and distract me from getting this video out. Anyway, I'm always getting distracted on these videos lately. Seems like the universe is sending bots. So, yeah, you gotta realize that women are gonna play the cards that they're gonna play their best hand, and they're gonna do whatever they need to do to set themselves up in the best possible position. So just be wary of that, and I really recommend guys do not get married this day and age. It's really, it benefits the man none to get married for reasons I just stated. Now, once you realize, like, how women really are, people talk about hypergamy, but it goes deeper than just hypergamy, man. Like, women don't follow, like, a logical set of, like, they don't have, like, a logical code that they follow like men do. They don't really live their life by the same logic as men. Not at all, actually. So, and once you realize that, you kind of understand, like, women won't disappoint you as much. You'll expect certain things from them when they do them, and you'll know how to react to them. So say you're talking to a girl, it's going really well, she just ghosts you out of nowhere. Um, it doesn't matter. You got to realize it doesn't matter why it doesn't work out or why the woman ghosts you or any of this stuff. It doesn't matter at the end of the day why it didn't work out. The only thing that you do know is that it didn't work out and that's not the right girl for you. And unfortunately, you might not ever find the quote unquote right girl for you. That's just the unfortunate truth. You might not be meant to have a wife and kids and a family. Not everybody is meant to do that. Realize that as well. Everybody has a different purpose, a different destiny, different journey they're given. You know? But yeah, once you realize that women are not, they don't follow like a set of like code or honor. And I'm not like, I don't say that to throw shade at them, but it's just the truth, you know? Um, you know, when I was younger, and like all guys before, that is not my cat. What are you doing back here? What are you doing? Get out of here. There's a random cat in my backyard. Anyway, probably trying to come and mess with my cats. Anyway, right in the middle of the video, I just see a cat. I know that cat. That cat's trying to come over here all the damn time. Anyway, though, I had to scare a cat off. But anyway, another distraction. Once you realize that about women, that bitterness and kind of that, resentment and animosity you had towards them, it starts to go away. And you can start to live more freely, and you can kind of start to navigate the world and navigate women in a much smarter manner. You won't pedestalize them anymore. Once you realize what women are really about, that pedestalizing, that fantasizing about them, that shit, it don't matter how hot they are either. That shit don't work. You see right through that shit. I know I do. Once you realize that though about women, you don't pedestalize them, so you can attract them way easier. But that's the thing. You're not gonna really care about attracting them nearly as much, and in turn, that's going to attract more women. And obviously SR and all these other things, working out, but it's not about attracting women. That's the thing. It's about finding fulfillment and peace in your life. Finding God and finding out like what your true reason for being here is. Women, you're gonna have women that pop up in your life that are there temporarily. But unfortunately, guys, like women are not gonna love you unconditionally. There's always gonna be conditions to why a woman is with you. Might be the way you look, how much money you make, your personality, all of it matters, right? But the way the world is nowadays, like relationships are set up to fail. People are set up to cheat on each other. With all the social media and all the access to everything everybody has nowadays. It's starting to get windy out there. Damn. But yeah, all the access to all the social media and all the dating apps, and it's not even about the dating apps, but like the game is rigged against men. You realize, you got to realize that you're fighting an uphill battle as a man in the dating game, but that's okay. It's like I said, like life's not all about just getting bitches. Oh, you get no bitches. Okay, but I get money though. Shit. But I get money though. Honestly, I'm joking, but I'm really serious. Like the point does stand. Like it's more important to worry about your your true reason for being here. Not necessarily just about money, but you do have to have money to do stuff in this capitalistic society that we operate in. If you have no money, you can't do shit. So. And it's not fun to be broke. Anybody that's been broke will tell you that. So, but anyway, not to get off track. Once you realize this all this stuff about women. You wake up, you take the red pill, quote unquote. You know, you can navigate the world and you won't get played. You won't get played for a fool. Bobo the fool. You think I'm Bobo the fool out here? They will try to play you like that. And believe me, I speak from experience. I think I played a few times, man, in my younger years. But you know, it made me the man I am today. You know, it really did. Keep being on your shit, you know. Keep getting better. Stay on your path, stay on your spiritual path, stay on your grind, man. And, you know, women, I still love women. I don't love them in the same way like a guy that has a fantasy in his head, has that blue pill mindset would love them. I don't believe in like the whole, you know, live happily ever after. You just have like this undying devotion for each other. No, I don't believe in that shit. That's a bunch of fucking Disney Channel fucking BS that us millennials and Gen Zs got fed through movies and the media and all that bullshit. That's a fucking fallacy. That's a fucking lie. All that shit. But you can still, you know, have love for women and enjoy female company, but you're not going to look at them in the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be different. And, yeah, it's just going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a lot different, actually, the way you look at them. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Everything's a learning experience, man. You got to keep learning every day, and you really got to give it up to God, because He picks the ones that are meant for this path, you know. We were meant for something more than just being a slave to the system and being stuck in this goddamn matrix. You know, we were meant to break free of this shit. I'm on day 32 of retention at this point. Day 32. It ain't fucking easy, I tell you. Talking about the anger, and that's still my number one issue. But I'm finding ways to deal with it. I'm finding ways to transmute the anger and the energy. Just harder. It's harder sometimes than others. At night it's the hardest because it's like there ain't really shit to do at night as much. Like the shit you do at night is kind of like low vibe shit. And, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Women are not going to love you. Let me just go through some quick bullet points, kind of summarize this video. The main takeaways. So, realize this. Women are not going to love you unconditionally. Accept it. It's just a fact. Number 2. True love is a bunch of bullshit. There's always conditions to love. Kind of ties in with the first point. Women are always going to put themselves in a situation that best benefits them. Just gives them the best chance to, you know, be secure and have stability. You know? It's not all about women. Not all about just attracting women, getting laid, getting girls, you know. There's way more to life than this. We were meant, like, as chosen ones. I believe we're not on our first life. We're on possibly our last ones, and this is the final test, you know, for us to finally be set free and get some peace in this world, you know, get some clarity. Not necessarily peace, but just some clarity, you know. Why are we here? What is the point of all this? You know, what is the point of all, you know, this 75, 85 years of existence? If we're lucky, we live a full life, we get 85 years. You know, there's anomalies that live to be 100 and stuff, but just keep being you, man. That's the main thing too. Like, don't be so caught up in like the women thing. I know I was, and I still get caught up in it sometimes, and I gotta check myself because there's other things I gotta be out here doing. It's more important shit to worry about. So just remember that. Once you realize this stuff though about women, like I said, you're not gonna pedestalize them anymore. You're gonna be able to navigate them better, and you're gonna be able to attract them if you want to. You're gonna carry yourself in a way that just you're not gonna care about pleasing women, putting on like a certain persona or act or attitude to try to get them to like you. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck all that bullshit. You don't do that for anybody. Even if she's a fucking dime piece. She's the baddest big booty Latina or light skinned girl that you ever seen. Does not matter. You see right through all the BS. So keep all that in mind. As always, hope y'all have a great day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.